Hey, how was your day? I used to ask my friend Luna that question at the end of every day during COVID. On a good day, she'd ask me first. We were 16 when soulful conversations, or life or death scenarios, were confined to Facebook Messenger chat windows. The daily small talk check-in became a tethering comfort ritual when nothing was going on and everything was going on. A small reminder that somebody out there cared about you. Luna became my best friend. But then the world changed. I changed. But Luna stayed exactly the same. During one of our last and most miserable hangouts after COVID, she told me she had nothing inside her and needed me to draw emotions from. She needed me so she could feel emotions from a safe, vicarious distance, because the idea of feeling them firsthand was terrifying. Every time something good would happen to me, she'd complain about being afraid of the day I'd get sick of her and move on. A self-fulfilling prophecy, I let go of our emotional connection for self-preservation. 2 years later, I reached out because of guilt from feelings that I had abandoned her. She said she dreamt of me apologizing to her multiple times a week for all the time we had been apart. I felt terrible, but not for long. She casually told me she was asking ChatGPT how I was doing. Now, lots of people use ChatGPT for therapy, or more aptly, assisted journaling. Some people make huge positive strides, some kill themselves or develop psychosis. Let's call it mixed results. The fact remains, AI is cheaper and infinitely more accessible than human therapy. Yes, Luna was using the bot to process her emotions about her old friendship, but she went the extra cyberpunk mile. Luna was asking ChatGPT how my day was. The bot would respond with something along the lines of,
I cannot provide specific details on any individual's well-being, but according to his LinkedIn, he currently works at the Helix Foundation as a program manager and recently posted about speaking at the National Conference on Ending Homelessness.
And the bot likely pulled up a recent social media photo. She had revamped our old pre-AI revolution social ritual into an outsourced AI cyberstalking pipeline, purely because speaking to a robot about me posed less risk than talking to the real me. I'm still trying to figure out why this bothers me so damn much. Yes, it's the most pathetic 2026 dystopian thing that you would share with your other doomer friends, no caption required, but maybe there's a sick rationale here. She wanted the information, a mimicry of emotional intimacy without risk of exposure. AI provided. Emotional connection is a constant series of risks. If Gen Z had money to gamble at casinos, losing at the slot machine would likely be less emotionally devastating than an ice-cold, seen 5 minutes ago message. It's the spiky texture of rejection that comes from being shoved in the drawer. And when you text someone first, you are implicitly saying that the connection is worth the risk of getting rejected. And that's not a small thing. My generation, Gen Z, who decided that texting, the worst, least personal form of communication, would reign supreme, because it's just so convenient. I dated this one girl who had a whole system for how she texts okay. The full word is a green flag, okay is a yellow flag, and K means she's done with you. We also lambast the dry texts, the ones that aren't impolite but don't invite any deeper connection. Texting removes much of the risk of crying in front of someone or expressing any kind of vulnerability. But the risk is the relationship. Remove the friction and you're just talking to a chatbot that's programmed to mirror each user to maximize retention and monetization. I wonder why 80% of Gen Z say we're lonely. We've always found ways to mitigate the vulnerability that comes from needing other people emotionally. You write letters you don't send. Practice the breakup conversation in the mirror so it feels like a script somebody else could have written for you. And there's the mutual friend who can pass along the hard message softly and coldly. But all these things have limits. Unsent letters stay in drawers, mirrors don't prompt follow-up questions, and mutual friends often set boundaries. Jerks. AI, on the other hand, never says no. It's always there to stimulate the other half of a conversation you're too afraid to start. It will help you feel like you've done the emotional work, while the actual work, the part that involves another person who might disappoint you, remains incomplete. In this specific sense, AI is the most sophisticated avoidance mechanism ever built. Everybody says AI keeps people from thinking, but we need to remember how it keeps people from feeling. The question of what feeling Luna was really looking for when she typed my name into that robot's chat window still keeps me up at night. My gut says it was permission to stop feeling bad about not having the confidence to tell me that she missed me, even if I wouldn't have returned the gesture. In the chat box was a cheap, temporary resolution to the discomfort of having lost something, offered without the risk of losing anything. ChatGPT probably gave her that. The existential question of what those band-aids on bullet holes cost, especially on a societal scale, is too scary for me to think about. Humanity is all about chasing efficiency, removing friction. AI does a lot of that, or at least promises to. We need to be honest about what we're losing when we sacrifice interpersonal friction to the corporations behind AI. What if friction is not a bug in the human experience? What if it's a goddamn feature that empowers us to evolve? Speaking of features, it would have been cool if her ChatGPT spoke to my ChatGPT to let me know what was going on. And by the way, Luna was in therapy for over 6 years and is currently on track to become a licensed therapist. Hooray.
My day was okay. How was yours?
My day was okay. How was yours?
My day was okay. How was yours? My day was okay. How was yours?